left Shanghai.
You all right, friend?
I guess. I'm still alive.
Cheery kind of fella, ain't you?
Haven't got much to be cheerful about.
Don't guess I do neither.
I came here to make my fortune. I got a job so I could marry my beloved. She says she is still waiting for me, but I will never get out from here. I will never see Shanghai again. I'll live and die in the dust.
Why not?
I'm indentured. We all are. We're little more than slaves.
Slaves?
They ain't slaves, gringo. Not slaves at all. They just have to do a month's work to get a month's pay. Don't you, Zhao?
Yes, sir.
Then let this man go free.
This man signed a contract. If the law don't respect contracts, the law don't respect nothing. Ain't that right, Zhao?
Come on. Give this man his freedom.
This man owes me $10,000 if he breaks his contract. It's written down clear as day.
Let him go.
I'll tell you what, gringo, cowboy. Get me, I don't know. Get me a white stallion like a real cowboy rides. And this dog is yours to keep.
Whoa!
Well, Zhao, looks like you are a free man.
I cannot thank you enough, sir. I am going home to my beloved.
¿Qué tal, pues, señor Mato? Encantado.
I miss you.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh,
My condolences.
oh, my dear Harold, I can't believe he's gone. I knew his frequenting that gambling boat would be the death of him. The death of him. Oh, Harold Thornton, I miss you.
I see.
I heard that Doc Trollop Clara laughing at the funeral. I can't understand how strangers can be so cruel. The world is a sad and terrible place. God preserve his soul.
I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am. Take care.
I really need to be...
You, a scum who can become as angels if you just put down the booze. We are campaigning in Congress. We will save this nation from itself. In the land of liberty, men should be free to live soberly without fear that the perils of drink may overcome them. Do you like what you hear, sir?
Not particularly. You'll take away our last freedoms, friend. Freedom to forget about our troubles.
You don't have troubles, friend. You have all the joys of heaven here on earth if you just put down the bottle.
You don't know me so well, friend. If you did, you'd know how moronic that sounds.
I, Abner Forsyth, am not afraid to be called moronic, sir.
That I don't doubt. Good day, sir.
Oh, it shall be, sir. When we live temperately alongside one another, you are doomed. Doom! My friends, intoxication is a sin. Come here. I need to talk.
Hey, mister. I heard about you.
Sure you did.
You that boy killed Bill Williamson over in Mexico.
No, you got me mistaken, partner.
I ain't. Boy told me all about you as soon as you come to town.
Town? That's what you call this? What's wrong with cesspit?
You know, I saw you talking to that Abner Forsyth.
Who?
The temperance movement man. Man trying to put me in a poorhouse.
Oh, yeah. Interesting fella.
He's Jeremiah Somerset's pawn. The industrialist wants the state to outlaw public consumption of liquor so as he can make a fortune selling personal gin stills. Leave bar owners like me begging in the street.
Ah, my heart bleeds for the three of you. I just can't figure out which one I dislike the most.
You kill Abner Forsyth, I'd do right by you.
Need to find yourself someone else.
Oh. Kill him.
Buddy, don't cause any trouble now. City wouldn't run without a law keeping it in check. It isn't the famous John.
Hey, mister, I want to talk to you.
What is it?
I heard you killed Abner Forsyth. Good job.
Next time, do your own dirty work.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, here's your reward. You feel free to drown your sorrows in my saloon any old time you like.
I could use a drink.
Can't we all?
Come on. Whoa, about it.
Yes. Marston, sir. It's good to see you, old bean. Good to see you.
And you too, Professor.
Forgive me. I am in a state of remarkable agitation, partly due to standard narcotic impulses, but also due to the fact that I have finally solved the riddle that has tormented my mind these past 8 years.
What's that?
The nature of the savage soul. What makes some societies great, like ours, and others, not worse. I would never use a pejorative such as worse, but lesser.
Meaning?
What makes these beings less human than us? Closer to beast on the continuum between animal and God. You know, I argued with Fortescue at Yale about this. It caused a minor scandal. But I shall be proven right, sir. I shall. Mark my words. I shall show them all what civilization is all about. The redskins and the nubs at Yale. Come, sir. I have a way to sate both our desires. I will bring you, Vanderlyn, and me, the evidence of savages reverting to type. Come, sir. Where the devil is the start? He should be here with the horses. Where is he? Where is he?
My heart's beating like a drum.
Try to calm down, Professor.
Down. I've never been so excited in all my life.
Hey, hello, Professor. Mr. Marston. Yup.
This is it. Years of research.
What were you talking about back there? Where are we going?
Nastas has set up a meeting. A powwow, I think they call it. A meeting of minds. Indians and whites, academics and criminals coming together to find a common understanding.
Nastas, this fool's making no sense.
Some of Vanderlyn's men have agreed to meet with Professor McDougal up at Fairclaw Cabin.
Why the hell would they want to do that?
I think they are interested to find out what conclusions a white man has reached on hundreds of years of culture and society from the comfort of his hotel room.
Wonderful! Do you think I could ask for a skin sample from the soles of their feet?
I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah!
I'm actually a little nervous, I have to say. A touch of the old jitters.
No kidding.
It's no small relief to have the two of you.
Whoa there!
The bear! Shoot it!
Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
You stink.
My goodness, I'm still shaking. What a ferocious animal.
That bear showed no signs of aggression. If we hadn't shot first, it most likely would have ignored us and moved on.
All very well for you to say, but perhaps you have some kind of primal bond with these animals. But I, sir, have nothing but my innate instinct for...
This is it.
Well, let's get this started. I hope I don't have to smoke a pipe. Hello, gentlemen. We come in peace.
Those words mean nothing coming from people like you. Look at what you've done to us. Look at us! We live like animals, scrabbling in the dirt.
Well, violence isn't the answer.
Maybe you live in a different America than we.
Men like Vanderlyn will lead you to disaster.
I think we've already experienced disaster. The likes which you could only imagine. Put your hands up!
We come in peace! Do as he says, Marston.
You call this a meeting?
Give me your damn weaponry.
This is not what we agreed to.
You shut your mouth, you treacherous snake!
Holy shit, damn it, Dutch! Professor, get down now!
Somebody's
They
over
killed
there.
the stars!
I will give you
It's
a
a
quick
nightmare! Do something quick!
Just keep your head down.
Whatever you do, please don't leave me in here! Never in all my days! I think I've had about enough of field.
I don't know about you, Professor, but I say we get the hell out of here.
Let's get back to Black. What are you doing? There might be more of them.
plenty more where they came
My
from.
God, I feel terrible! My head is pounding.
Getting shot at'll do that to you.
I'm completely drained. It's like my body has aged 10 years.
Stop moaning and ride. Yeah.
Well, I guess this completes my research. Finished, done, complete. Ship the book with one sentence. The savage mind cannot be civilized.
We got ambushed by Dutch's gang. It's a little soon to be drawing conclusions on an entire people.
It can't be happening. Stop again. Safely say that was the worst experience of my life.
I wish I could say the same.
Blackwater. I will never talk ill of you again.
Civilization in all its glory, Mr. McDougal.
And am I glad to be back? I'm in dire need of a syringe. Something to clear the mind and restore the spirit.
So you ain't planning on sleeping then?
Sleep? My dear boy, I'll probably never sleep again.
Come on,
Safe
easy
and
up now.
sound. Thank the Lord.
So much for a meeting of minds.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I could be boiling in a pot right now if it wasn't for you.
Get some rest, Professor. Easy. Professor!
Oh, it's you, dear boy. Come in, and shut the door.
What's going on? You leaving?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am, sir. You know the thing that is vital, without which scholarship cannot proceed, sir?
No, I don't.
Not having a bullet in your flipping neck, sir. I am not cut out for this. Not cut out for this at all.
Nope.
They're fucking savages! Savages!
I think we all are.
Not me, sir. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a professor at Yale. I write books. I do not deserve to die out here. Where's my tincture? Oh, yes.
You okay, Professor?
Oh, dandy, sir. Just dandy. Oh, great heavens above!
Is that you, John?
Hello, Dutch.
I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place.
Maybe so, Dutch.
You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you.
Why you want to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Sport, I guess.
Fair enough. Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea, not just for ourselves.
That's beautiful, Dutch. You always were a fine speaker.
I was. Now, would you kindly send that academic out here so we can show him what we really think about the art of anthropology?
Lisa, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna hand you over to him and watch him tear you limb from limb.
What?
I'm just kidding. We're gonna run across the rooftops. Get you back to your ivory tower.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, we're still here. Come on.
Yes. Oh, come here.
Good day, sir. Madam.
Look here, sir. What is the meaning of this outrage?
You two stay down and shut up.
Come on. We can get to the roof this way. John! Help me, John!
Stay back, or the teacher gets it! Onward!
How many arms?
Shut the hell up! You really ain't helping, McDougal. What do you think you're playing at? I'll shoot you in a minute, McDougal. Stop whining, for Christ's sake. Why don't you go get some bread? Even this up a bit. Not bad. I think that's most of them. The coast looks clear.
Come on, then. Let's make a break for it. The horses should be in an alleyway down here. Never in all my days. Come on, let's get the hell out of Blackwater. What the devil? Right, to the station. I'm not staying in this place a minute longer. This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong.
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. any worse? I can't believe it!
Go home, buddy! Come on!
Good Lord, do they ever give up?
You ain't gonna win this! Yeah.
Giddy up! Easy. Here we are. Finally. A one-way ticket to civilization. My research is complete. Much as I thought. There's no civilizing this savage land.
I could have told you that for nothing.
Ah, but they'll give me a prize in New Haven for this. Well, they bloody better. Well, goodbye, Mr. Marston. Best of luck, dear friend.
So long, Professor.
So long, sir.
Easy.
What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this Freedom for men to like or not like flowers or whatever in God's name you were just talking about. Is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go. Keep your finger off that trigger until we get out of Blackwater.
Come quick! Take a look at this thing!
In all my born days, I never seen such a thing.
They told me about these. The army.
This killing machine of yours seems to be turning a few heads.
Our armed forces have no equal. We have made incredible progress the past few years.
Is that what you
This
call
isn't
it?
much more than a simple prototype. You should see what they're working on in Virginia. Soon there will be no war we can't win.
The army has made camp a little way outside town. They put word out a large cache of ammunition and food is stored there.
Vanderlyn's gang needs constant supplies, so that should be enough to draw him in.
No mistakes this time. You hear me, Marston?
I thought you were talking to Fordham.
Here they come! Look, they brought the machine gun.
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to. Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Fingers on the triggers, boys. There they are! Open fire!
I'm wide open here!
Keep them back! Cover
happier off the road.
It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods.
This is insanity! I can hardly hold on!
Just shut up and drive, Fordham! Look out behind those rocks!
What is it with these people?
Take them out! You ain't stop me now! Don't get it! Come on now!
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
Mount up, men. Let's move out.
Yeah.
I can't believe Vanderlyn has built himself a fortress in the mountains.
He's crazy, but he certainly ain't stupid.
You've already seen that place, right? McDougal told me you went up there with that Indian chap.
I've seen it all right. We'll be lucky to last 5 minutes with this many men.
Governor Johns is going to be very pleased.
Nate Johns? What's he got to do with any of this?
Let's just say he has a vested interest in cleaning the filth out of this region. I don't think our old friend Dutch realizes what a great favor he has done us, inciting all this hate among the natives.
Like you needed an excuse.
See, this is what happens when you fraternize with savages. How could you ever follow a man like that?
How could you ever follow a man like Ross?
Vanderlyn is a psychopath, a murderer, and a rapist.
Ross don't seem too different. Dutch was a good man once. Far better man than you.
So what made him this way?
I don't know. Bastards like you. Seeing that things never change.
I hope you're ready to finish this mess.
Anything to get you sons of bitches off my back.
There's always somebody watching, Mr. Marston. I thought you'd have gleaned that much by now.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
No, it's you who thought you were clever. You thought you could just walk away from your old life. Make no mistake, we have been watching.
Don't speak to me.
You're really an ungrateful slut, Marston. All we need now is Father Christmas. Instead of punishing you for your crimes, We are giving you a chance to kill the men who betrayed you.
You didn't have to punish my wife, too.
Oh, please. She's hardly innocent.
Don't you talk about her like that.
Oh, I would never talk ill of dear Abby. You call her Abby or Abigail? I prefer Abby. No, I like the woman. A little rough for my taste, but very pleasant.
I can't wait to put a bullet in your head. When will this be over?
It's you who's been dragging it out, not us. We sent you to Fort Mercer with the simple task of killing Bill Williamson. Next thing you know, you're running all over Mexico like a headless chicken.
And now it's Dutch.
He's the last one of your merry band, is he not? Then you can go back to your farm, or what's left of it. If need be, you can always send your wife back out to work. I hear she works hard.
Go to hell!
This old gang of yours just won't die easily, will it? I wonder how many deaths you are all responsible for. How much money you took from pockets of hard-working citizens.
We did more for the people with the money we took than the damn government ever did.
Good God! This flawed philosophy of yours again. If you wish to argue the finer points of ethics, I suggest you learn to read first.
And I suggest you learn how to shoot people in the front, not the back.
Who's gonna kill him? You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
Go! Get down!
Forward! Move in! Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
He ain't going nowhere.
Huh? Stand there!
That's enough!
Look lively, men! Damn.
stop right there or I'll blow your brains out.
Somebody cover me! Shoot him!
Here come more of them! For Christ's sake!
I've seen tougher schoolgirl!
Push into the building! Come on, let's finish this!
This should even things up! Too close! I'm afraid you're dead.
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I'll provide the cover fire. All right, men. Blow that gate open. Keep them covered now, Marston.
The great spirit fight by my side.
You don't want to do this, my friend! Come on now! Stop that!
Take cover, men! Fire in the hole!
You tend to your wounded! I gotta face Dutch alone!
Looks like it's me and you, John. You should have stayed at home.
I suggest you follow me.
Working together, John. For all our fault. Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John! It's over, John.
I ain't leaving here without you!
just like me, John. You can't change who you are.
I ain't like you.
You can't erase the past, John. Killing me, it won't make it go away.
That's where you're wrong. Someone don't like me much.
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
Yeah.
Now I know the only compass that I need is the one that leads back to you. And I know the only compass that I need, oh, is the one leads back to you. And the burning blisters on my feet will call hold me as I'm close to fall. Away from the home of your arms I stray, off the radar and into harm's way. Now I know the only compass that I need